Welcome everybody. Today we're here in Charleston, West Virginia, and we have some special guests just for you and our veterans, our community, our families. We have our post commander of Post 20. Go ahead, Commander, and introduce yourself for the audience.
My name is Tommy Wingo. I'm the post commander at John Brawley Post 20. I've been a member of the American Legion for 9 years, and this is my 4th year as the commander at Post 20.
And for our viewers, what is the physical address of the post?
Our physical address is 415 Dickinson Street, Charleston, West Virginia, 25301.
All right, and is your post smoking or non-smoking?
We operate a non-smoking American Legion post.
And what are some of the activities that the post does for the veterans and the community?
For the veterans and community, we host a lot of events at our post. For veterans, it's free of cost. We also help a organization called Peak Living Services. It's right here within walking distance of our post. It's a 12-bed homeless facility for veterans only. This is their final step to getting into their own home. So they've been through all of the programs. Peak Living Services and John Brawley Post 20 American Legion help them transition into their new living facility. We host the Charleston Veterans Day Parade. We offer a veteran service officer to help with benefits for veterans needing help.
And where can anyone, not just veterans, where can people look for information about your post and the activities going on?
You can go on mylegion.com, .org, mylegion.org. On there, you can find the post in West Virginia. We have a Facebook page, John Brawley Post 20, the American Legion. We also offer Sons of the American Legion, the American Legion Auxiliary, and the American Legion Riders. So all 4 of them have a Facebook page, and you can go through mylegion.org.
And some of those names, people might not know what the Sons of the American Legion is and Auxiliary. Can you explain what those are?
The Sons of the American Legion is just what it says. It's the son of a veteran, grandfather. The Auxiliary is, of course, about the same thing. The Auxiliary is a little bit different. They are, correct me if I'm wrong, Commander, they're their own entity, the Auxiliary is. The Riders, if you belong to an American Legion or the Sons of the American Legion.
And the Auxiliary, I believe.
And the Auxiliary, you can join the American Legion Riders. I'm a member of the SAL and the Riders. The Riders does a lot for the American Legion in support. The main thing is when we go out into the communities, they see your post name on your back, on your windshield of your motorcycle, flags on your motorcycle. So that's how they support the American Legion.
So basically, in a nutshell, there's something for everybody. You don't necessarily have to be a veteran. You can be the spouse of a veteran. You can be the grandchild of a veteran. You can be the stepchild of a veteran. There's something for everybody. Come to Post 20, meet the commander. We're going to be here until 4 p.m. today doing this revitalization. We have our next guest here, the gentleman to my right. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Jim Davis. I'm from up in the northern panhandle. Benwood Post 46 is my American Legion post. I've been a continuous member for 51 years. The reason I joined the American Legion, when I was in Vietnam, I was 19 years old. I had no idea what the American Legion was, but I got a care package, peanuts, Slim Jims, some candy, things like that. So being a good guy, I sent them a thank you note, and here come another package next month. And I got about 8 packages when I was in Vietnam.
Wow. And for anybody that hasn't joined the American Legion, what message would you give to them right now?
Well, one thing that benefited me, if you remember the Vietnam War, when you come home, you go up to a local American Legion, you're among veterans or someone that understands what veterans are, what they did. And it's just being able to talk to people that understand what you're going through. The American Legion has so many programs for the youth. We encourage, if you got a certain interest in it and like to help a post out or help a youth, come up and see what the American Legion does.
All right. And speaking of that, like, we have so many programs at National Headquarters. We have a whole division dedicated to Americanism, which is one of the pillars of the American Legion. You know, we have college scholarships for all the kids, so many government leadership training and educational programs like Boys Nation, Boys State, Girls State. I mean, Boy Scouting. I mean, there's so many different things where it could be something as simple as learning how to fold the flag, all the way up to learning governmental positions and getting scholarships for, you know, speech debates and oratorical competitions. There is so much. We even have Legion baseball.
Junior shooting sports.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's so many programs. So not only are you as a veteran going to be receiving benefits, but your family as well, your grandchildren, your children, they're going to be receiving benefits and so many different things for them to get involved in that's going to make them future leaders of our nation. You know, they're going to be contributing members of our nation and society, somebody that's going to have so much different knowledge and opportunities. In my opinion, that's worth joining the American Legion. To my left here, we have another guest that's going to be addressing the audience. He is the West Virginia Department Membership Chairman. His name's Keith Brown.
Hello, Eric.
Hello.
My position as Department Membership Chairman, I oversee the membership throughout the state. Myself and the Department Commander Crum, if there's any posts we need to go visit or we want to go visit, we'll go visit them and talk to them about membership and talk to them about the roles of the Department of West Virginia. So many programs for veterans out there, so many benefits for veterans out there. We need to get the veterans in and let them know what we have to offer and their families. Example, you were talking about leadership programs and government programs. State of West Virginia has Mountaineers Boys State, and it's a program that we go down to Jackson Mills for a week, and the kids go through their government programs. You know, they actually elect a governor, they elect attorneys, they elect sheriffs and defense attorneys. It's such a great program, and there's so many high-ranking officials in our government right now that went to a Boys State back when they were juniors going into their senior year of their high school, no matter what state it is. We have what we call oratorical contest, where every school, you can apply for the oratorical contest when you're a freshman. You can do this contest every year, and you can win. If you're number one in the state, you can win a full ride, a full scholarship to any West Virginia university or college.
Wow.
It's a great tuition, yes. It's a great program, and we're here today to bring in our Post 200 members. Post 200 members are the members that don't belong to a regular post. They're just a member of the department.
Well, how does that happen? How does a person joining become a Post 200 member?
Well, a lot of times when they go online and join the American Legion, they automatically go into a Post 200, or they may go into the national program, where I believe it's 99, Post 99.
I think they're one and the same.
Okay. They go into the national program. They're there for a couple of years, and then they're transferred over automatically to the Department of West Virginia, where each department or each post in West Virginia can pick up these members. And that's what we're here this weekend. A lot of our focus is on getting the Post 200 members throughout the state, or at least in this district, to get them into their local posts.
So if they're uncertain if they're a department or national post member, should they just contact their local post and say, hey, am I a member of this local post? Or if not, what do I do to become that member?
Contact the local post, talk to their post commander, and he has access to the computer website that he can go look and see if they're actually members of Post 200. And if they are, he can transfer them in.
And part of this revitalization process, we're going to try to make that a little easier for those post 200 members and just
Yes.
get them into the local post.
Yes, if we get in contact them by phone, by email, by text, and they contact or get back in touch with us, we can actually fill the paperwork out right now and get the paperwork submitted to National, which automatically puts them into the post they request.
And also, will we be going out into the community to addressing these veterans and
Yes,
members?
we have Legionnaires working with us today. We have a couple that's going to be on the computer, working the computers, and we have a few that's going out on the road and going knocking on doors and talking to the veterans.
And for our viewers, if you had one message to all the viewers that are veterans who haven't joined the American Legion, what do you want to say to them right now?
In 1919, the American Legion was founded in Paris, France. It was called the Paris Caucus. And the veterans from the Great War got together and they felt they needed some kind of program to take care of the veterans that have died in combat, that are injured in combat. They have families, they have children, and they needed assistance. So the American Legion was founded on those principles to take care of the veterans and take care of the veterans' families. And that's what we're doing today. That's what we're doing every day of the year. When you're a member of the American Legion, you take care of your veterans, you take care of their children. And we're the largest veterans organization in the country. And we've been doing this since 1919.
Yeah, and I know some of the younger veterans out there, they may be thinking, man, I'm in college still. I've got the kids. I've got overtime with work. I've got all this going on in my life. I don't really have time for the American Legion. I don't have time to go to the post. I don't have time to volunteer. Well, that's okay. They're going to be entitled to so many benefits, such as the National Emergency Fund. By being a member, those veterans are going to be entitled to, it's kind of like an insurance plan, I think, because if there's a natural disaster like a tornado, flood, hurricane, which a lot of our states have suffered because of those things, they're going to get a cash-free grant. I think it's up to $6,000 now. They've just recently changed it up. But that's money that's going to help them recover from many of those losses caused by those natural disasters. That's going to help, replace some of the things that they've lost. I mean, and by being a member, you get so many benefits and protections. There's temporary financial assistance. If you've got a minor child in the household and say something goes on, you lose your job or payroll screws up your paycheck and it puts you in a financial bind, you can go to your post, you can go to the department and you can fill out the application and start that process for temporary financial assistance, which is going to give you, I believe, up to more, $3,500 is it now? But it's a cash-free grant that you don't have to pay back that is going to help you keep up on your feet until you can get another job or, get your payroll situation, whatever the case may be where you were put in that situation. We're going to buy you some time. We got your back. And there's so many things worth joining the American Legion. And those dues, even if you want to be a paper member and not attend the post, that's okay too. We'd love to have you at your post meeting, but you don't have to. Your dues is going to help your local veterans. It's going to help the programs of the American Legion. And more importantly, you're going to have that voice when we go into the legislation process and petition for different acts and laws to come into play to help our veterans in the community. We have one more guest here. He's from the Department Headquarters of West Virginia. He is the current Department Commander of West Virginia. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Commander.
Hi, my name is Rich Crum. I belong at Benwood Post 46, where Jim belongs. I've been a member for 44 years. My son is also a member. He's been a member for 19 years. I was in the Navy. He was in the Army.
Hooah.
The American Legion, we also have, I don't know if you all didn't mention this yet, we have accredited service officers that help you go through your VA claim process. If you had any kind of injury while you were in the service, you can file through the VA for, it's actually monetary assistance from 10% up to 100% disability.
And that's money that the government is going to give to the veteran because of the injuries and things caused in service.
Right.
Also,
If you have a service-connected injury, it's from like $157 up to, I forget what, 100% is.
yeah, it's over 4,000
Yeah,
easily.
it's over $4,000 a month.
Yeah. And with you being the commander, what is your current, like, what do you do as commander for the Department of West Virginia?
Well, I'm the face of the American Legion in the state. I go around to different districts in the state. I just finished a Veterans Day parade down in Welch, West Virginia on Veterans Day. It was a little cold that day. It was 26 degrees and feels like 12. But parade was about an hour and a half. By the time we were finished, we looked like Rudolph, but we made it through.
And if you had one message to any veteran out there who hasn't joined the American Legion, what would you say to that veteran, Commander?
We need you as a member of the American Legion. Every new American Legion member is another vote that we can show Congress when we're trying to get legislation passed that is helping our veterans.
Yeah, and let's talk about some of that legislation, because a lot of people don't even know this. The American Legion was the organization that was responsible for passing the GI Bill. That happened years ago, and it's been around because of the American Legion.
Right.
Like, it's paying for the college. I mean, that's one of the things. Just recently, we've done the PACT Act. We've done the Legion Act, which changed membership eligibility requirements, which were all signed by President Trump. And also, just this July, President Trump signed this VA Loan Program Act, where if a veteran is behind on their mortgage or facing foreclosure, the VA is going to step in, get that veteran into good standing and up to date, and they're not going to be kicked out of the home. The VA is going to put a lien on the property, and if they ever go to sell the property, it'll just be taken off those back end proceeds or however that works. But you're going to be good. You're not going to lose your home. You're not going to be a homeless veteran. We're going to keep you in your home. I mean, there's so many different things. And I mean, go ahead, Commander.
That's if you have a VA loan.
Oh, it's a VA loan.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, that's so. And I know the department has different programs as well. If someone wants to look up the American Legion in West Virginia, what's the website?
Website for the West Virginia Legion is WV Whiskey Victor Legion.org.
And
There's also Legion.org. If you're not a member, you can go to Legion.org, Legion.org. If you want to see if there's a post near you, there's a button on there called Find a Post.
Mhm.
You click on that, you put in posts within 10 miles or 20 miles or 50 miles of your location, and it will give you a list of every post, where it's at, what the phone number, the address is, what day they meet. So if you want to find out if there is a post near you, that's how you do it. You go to Legion.org, find a post.
And I think he has one more comment, Commander.
Yeah, this is for the younger veterans. You talk about the GI Bill, which was for veterans my age and older. It also, they have the 21st Century GI Bill, which the American Legion pushed forward. If you don't want to use the GI college benefit to go to college or learn a trade and that, you can pass that to your children or your spouse, which is a great expense off of your shoulders to go to college. So it's the 21st Century GI Bill, which was passed by the American Legion. So that's for the younger veterans that still have children or dependents.
I mean-
Past 9/11, after 9/11 veterans.
No, not the past. That's a different program.
I mean, there's just so many pieces of legislation and programs and benefits. I mean, it's just, we could go on and on and on talking for hours about this. But you guys can look at everything up that what we've done. You can go to legion.org. You can go to the department's website. And hell, you can even call some of the contacts or email and get further information that way. We're here to serve. I believe the post commander had another thing he wanted to say. Just look us up and you'll see for yourself. I mean, let's just face it, we've been around since 1919. We've been here for over 100 years, serving the veterans, serving the community. Commander?
By checking into the American Legion, an example of John Brawley Post 20 of how things just kind of happen when you just take time to stop by the department or stop by a post. I got a call from our department adjutant, Tom Marabella, and there was a recruiter from the Charleston area there inquiring about an American Legion sponsoring air rifle competition for the JROTC at two different high schools, Nitro High School and South Charleston High School. So we done a little research, and the recruiter came up with different forms we had to fill out. So from that, we got a new member, that recruiter, possibly new members from that recruiting office, and we got to sponsor high school kids to do air rifle competition. And how that works is the National Rifle Association is paying for all the equipment, the rifles, and everything that it takes to put this competition on. John Brawley Post 20 is sponsoring it, so we will be the receiving end of all the equipment, which will be automatically picked up by the high schools and transferred to the high school. So it's kind of a win-win. Another JROTC that's very valuable to this post is George Washington High School. At any time, I can call them cadets, students. They're here to help at any time. I'm going to talk about our auxiliary member, Michelle Richardson. Her daughter, granddaughter, Paige, is a cadet at George Washington High School. I first met Paige and she was extremely quiet. Didn't really talk a lot. The last 2 years, Paige has come out of that because of being around veterans and being here at the post. And she has said the Pledge of Allegiance at our Veterans Day Parade on stage. So everything you do makes a difference in everybody's life. Whether it's a cadet, a veteran, the community, just never give up. Just keep on striving.
Yeah, and that's really great. I mean, the American Legion's current mission, and it's been the mission in the past, is also be the one. And be the one, it's about changing lives and saving lives. You've seen maybe some of our Be the One containers at the IndyCar races and maybe at different events throughout the state. And that program is geared to prevent veteran suicide. I think that's worth mentioning since, we do other programs that just change the lives of not only our youth, but, we've had more veteran suicides than we've had combat deaths in the last 20 years. If you're a veteran contemplating suicide, I'm not really sure what I can say other than that you would be missed. And there's no second chances, no takebacks on that. I mean, I would love to see you around, and I know things are hard, but man, just reach out. And another thing that we do as an organization, we do buddy checks where we go out and knock on the doors of our veterans, and we try to just make hey, how you doing? Is there anything you need? Commander?
Yeah, another thing on Be the One, if you're contemplating suicide, that doesn't affect just you.
Mm.
That affects 300 people around you.
Mm-hmm.
Your family, your immediate family, cousins, friends, relatives. So,
yeah, and you're not alone. If you're a member, you're a veteran, you've got brothers and sisters here for you. We are your family. Our current commander, Dan Wiley, his slogan is better together. He wants the sons of the American Legion, the auxiliary. He wants us working together with the Legionnaires. There's so much that we can do to help out. And You're going to come into the post and you're going to meet a lot of new friends. You're not going to be alone. You don't have to struggle on your own. Let us help you. Let us care for you. And it's just,
Eric, there's two other things I want to say. If you want to be a member and you're a young veteran, you have a family, you're working 10, 12 hours a day and you don't have time to go to your local post, join. We call them the paper members. You can join the American Legion. You can attend any function that you want to attend sponsored by the American Legion, your local post. You can help with whatever you feel the need that you can help with. And you still get the benefits of being a American Legion member. You still get all those little things that's there for your support and your family support. Also, I forget what I was going to say now.
well, that's all right. I mean, that's because there's so much to talk about.
Yeah.
I mean, we could literally be on here for hours talking about all these different programs, activities. So if a new member is like, okay, I've looked into the Legion, I've heard you guys talk about it, sounds like it's legit, something I want to be a part of, maybe at a later date I can help out more. What are they going to pay to start to join now?
The membership dues varies from post to post in the state of West Virginia. It could be $40.50, or it could be as much as $50. It won't go over $50, but it's once a year. Like I belong to Post 45 in Follinsby, West Virginia, and our dues are $45. I believe Benwood Post in the Northern Panhandle, their dues are $41.50. So it varies.
Are there any special programs like, well, I just don't want to pay 1 year, I want to be a lifetime member, I want to be a multi-year member? Do they have anything special?
There is a lifetime membership. You can go online to AmericanLegion.org and fill out the form, and they can tell you right there how much that would be, one-time fee, or you can make yearly 4 equal payments to get that.
Now, is that AmericanLegion.org or is that Legion.org?
AmericanLegion.org.
Okay.
It's Legion.org.
Legion.org.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Legion.org.
Okay.
The other programs,
I know we have Boy State.
yeah, we
Boys
mentioned
Nation. And
Boy
you've got
State.
I think you guys, didn't you mention earlier, you guys have this mountaineering program?
Mountaineer Boy State.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
What's that all about?
Mountaineer Boy State, kids, we call them citizens, from each high school in the state of West Virginia can apply to go to this program. And it's between your junior and senior year. We go to Jackson Mills in West Virginia, and we have a political type program, government type program, where the kids will vote for their governor. They'll vote for their senators, congressmen, sheriffs, complete government of the state of West Virginia. And then they stay down there for a week and they work on these programs. And for example, if your future thoughts of being into in the law enforcement, we have state troopers there, we have DNR there, we have sheriffs there, and you can apply for their program. And one of the things they do is once the programs get going and the activity starts, if you see a citizen running down the street, it's a speeding ticket, and they give them a speeding ticket for that. Then they have to go to court and they face the magistrate, which the magistrate is elected. So, it's a fun program. We have music. We have, if you're a band member of your local school, you can bring your instrument. We have band performances every night.
And I've heard people talk about Legion Baseball. What's Legion Baseball?
You want to talk about that?
Yeah, the American Legion Baseball is one of the first programs the American Legion started. Throughout the United States, every state has American Legion Baseball. And during the year, they do different tournaments. And then at the end of the year, each state has a state tournament. And the winner of the state tournament then goes to one of the sectional tournaments. And there's 8 section tournaments throughout the United States. And they play a round robin type games. And the winner of that section then fortunately enough, gets to go to Shelby, North Carolina. The American Legion down in Shelby, they raised $1 million and took a high school baseball field and regraded it, and fantastic program. And the 8 teams down there gets to play a round robin, and they end up with a World Series. Whoever whoever wins the World Series then is the American Legion national champion. What's great about that is every state has a $500 scholarship that Diamond Sports gives out. And one boy wins, or girl, if they play baseball, wins that, and they go into the sectionals. And at the sectionals, the committee there then picks 8 players that they win $2,500 scholarship. Then they go through all the applications from all of the 50 states, and they pick one boy as the captain of the All-American academic team, and they get a $5,000 scholarship. I know in the state of West Virginia, we've had 2 or 3 of the $2,500 winners. So it's just another opportunity for the youth, and they can play clear up until, I believe, it's freshman in college. Local teams around 15 players. They have a junior team. It's just another thing that the American Legion does for the youth. If you live down around Shelby, North Carolina, and usually towards the end of August, take a trip over there and see these kids. I believe it's like 65% of the Hall of Fame baseball players played American Legion baseball.
Yeah.
Another one is the by being there, they get to go to the World Series, actual World Series, the winners. So it's a great program.
Yeah. And
Eric, with Mountaineer Boys State again, if any of the citizens, any of the students out there from every high school in West Virginia that attends Boys State, they get 5 points to any military academy that they've applied for.
oh, that's awesome.
5 extra points. And also Alderson Broaddus College, Davidson Elkins College. If you go to Boys State or Girls State and you apply to Alderson Broaddus College, you get Davidson Elkins College, I'm sorry, you get a $5,000 scholarship automatically.
And there's other scholarships that the other universities, if you also go to Boys State or Girls State, some of the other scholarships out there that universities will give, it ranges from $500 to $1,000. It's just according to what their rules are.
Yeah, and it's just, the programs are amazing, and I think they speak for themselves. So anybody that's still in high school or junior high, any youth out there watching, there's stuff for you that you can get your hands on, be part of. I mean, with Legion Baseball, like I was going to say earlier, we've had over 30 people that has become professional baseball players in the Major League Baseball that participated in a Legion Baseball. I know one of them was Albert Pujols. A lot of you know him. He was a first baseman for the St. Louis Cardinals for a long time. He was a really big home run hitter, great first baseman. I mean, so we've had big time names. I mean, just not hitters, but pitchers as well, that's gone on into playing professional baseball. I mean, these programs, there's so many different opportunities. Some give out smaller scholarships. Some of them are just outstanding, amazing scholarships. And whatever you participate in, they're going to take you somewhere. They're going to help you out somewhere. So if you're that person that's in school, if you're a youth, look into seeing how you can get involved in that.
One more thing, you can tell I got 51 years. I'm old, and I've been real active in the American Legion. But the state oratorial contest, I know it was brought up. You can do it all 4 years of your high school, as long as you don't finish in the top 3. If you win the state of West Virginia, and there's 3 sections you have to go through, and there's first, second, and third place money. If you win the state, you get a free tuition to any state university for 4 years. So you can imagine and then you get to go to national. And national, the first place is $25,000, second place is $22,000, and third place is $20,000. So you're not talking loose change. So consider taking part in the oratorial contest. And any student in West Virginia, every state has one of the programs. Every American Legion has one. So take part in the oratorial while you're in high school. Now, again, that's for another program for the youth.
Yeah, and just in closing, I mean, we've been around since 1919. If we weren't legit, if we weren't doing the right things for the veterans, the community, and families, we wouldn't be around here today. But the truth of the matter is we need you to join, because without you, without your voice, without your dues, we're not going to be able to do what we do as an organization serving our veterans. We're the largest veteran service organization in the world, the largest. We've got posts in other countries such as France, Puerto Rico, the Philippines. We're just not nationwide. We're in other countries making a difference as well for those veterans there, stationed there, living there now, retired there now. American Legion is here for you. Your dues are only once a year, and you get all these benefits, all these different exposures into the community and the posts that you're going to have. So consider joining. Would anybody like to say anything in closing? Well, we're here at Post 20 wrapping up. We're going to be here until 4 p.m. Thank you for watching. Please hit that like and subscribe. It makes a difference. And of course, check out everybody through the department headquarters website. Contact your local post and let's get involved. We'll see you at the end.